Ever wonder what to eat before a game to boost your performance? Then stick around. Hey, I'm Dylan Joseph, soccer trainer, #1 best-selling Amazon author. To increase your skills, overcome average performances, and boost your soccer self-esteem, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell notification icon. And stay to the end of this video to learn what you should be drinking during your game. Your pregame meals can set you up for success or cause you to fail. A person who eats a pregame meal of, say, steak, cottage cheese, cashews, anything that's slower digesting like that is going to have a different amount of energy and ability to perform on the field than someone that eats maybe fish, watermelon, carrots, some faster digesting foods that will be easier for your body to use as energy during a game. Throughout the night, your body is actually going to use up most of its carbohydrate and its blood sugar stores, so make sure to eat some carbs with your first meal of the day. Examples are fruit and vegetables as well as healthy grains, such as organic bread, steel-cut oatmeal, sweet potatoes, brown rice, and quinoa. These carbohydrates are actually a pick-me-up in terms of energy, increase your blood sugar levels, and make it so that you'll be able to perform well on the field. There's a common misconception in the athletic world that you're supposed to carb up the night before a big performance. For example, many teams will actually have a big pasta dinner the night before a game, thinking that it'll help fuel them up. However, eating some carbohydrates after a training session or even before is great, but eating 3 bowls of pasta the night before a big game is a bit excessive. Eating too much food, especially too much carbs the night before a big game, actually increases the chance that those carbohydrates are going to be stored as fat. A good recommendation for the morning of a big game is to consume some protein, but try to avoid drinking or eating dairy. Also, could this video get a like? And there's better options than nuts and seeds before your game. Instead, eat something that's faster digesting, such as fish, chicken, or eggs. Personally, I like scrambled eggs because I can saute some onions in a pan, then put the eggs in, and I can cook it in bulk, so I can have 6 meals that I make right at once that I can easily grab and go during the week with those meals. For your last meal before your game, definitely consume some carbohydrates, but it really does depend on how your body processes and digests foods and if you easily get those upset stomachs. Ideally, 1 to 3 hours before the start of the game, depending on your body, is a better time to take in those faster digesting foods, such as like vegetables, carrots as an example. Fruits such as apples, bananas, or watermelon, as well as carbohydrates such as quinoa, sweet potatoes, and steel-cut oatmeal. Furthermore, consume some turkey, fish, or grilled chicken, and if there's ever a time to add salt to your meal, it's definitely before a game. So your muscles need salt in order to perform and contract effectively, such as potassium, magnesium, as well as sodium. So in those hot summer days and those hot summer games, it's actually good to consume a little salt because 1, it'll help your body retain more water so that you remain more hydrated throughout the game and so that your muscles can function properly. Most soccer players don't use like pre-game or pre-workout supplement, which is actually to the detriment of a soccer player because it can increase your performance by 10 to 15% and makes it even more of a gap if other players on the field are using it and you aren't. Many players actually use lesser versions of pre-workout blends such as soda pops or carbonated beverages. And honestly, those have a lot of filler ingredients, artificial sweeteners, colors, and a lot of stuff that you don't want in your body and in your system. One pre-workout that I actually really enjoy and that I actually took this morning because I'm actually filming right now at 5 a.m. and got up at 4 is what's called Naked Energy that you can find using the link in the description below. And now I know that sounds kind of funny, but it's basically saying that it's naked from all those fillers and artificial flavors and sweeteners and all that kind of stuff. So it has just what it needs in there, nothing more. In about 95% of games, you probably don't need in-game nutrition, but there's some big supplement manufacturers such as Gatorade that will tell you otherwise. So say it's a really hot day and you have a game that lasts for longer than an hour. Then drinking some carbohydrates in the form of Gatorade, even though it has some artificial colors and sweeteners, can still be beneficial to keep you hydrated and performing at your peak. To prevent missing out on all the food that will help you perform on the field, as well as how to get those 6-pack abs through your diet, make sure to grab Soccer Nutrition using the link in the description below. So subscribe to avoid missing that next weekly video on what you should eat after a game to prevent soreness and to build muscle. And click here for the video to learn Cristiano Ronaldo's workout plan.